What's up, guys? Dave, your Jiujitsu Uncle here. And in this video, this is for you butt scooters and as well as you old farts who don't want to wrestle. And I am one of them. So this video covers mostly the situation where you're in seated guard. We're going to cover basic foundational movements for you in terms of like footwork and how to get up into like a high situation where you can get into counter attacks or at least just prevent people from forcing you to play supine when you're not ready. So I hope you like this video. It's going to cover really foundational stuff. So it's going to be quick. And if you're a coach, it will also be helpful for you to share this to explain why you do certain things for warm-ups and why it's beneficial for you to nail this and get us into your core body mechanic movement muscle memory. If you are able to do this, it will help you generally just to stand up and as well as playing seated guard, going back from supine to seated and initiating your leg entries and all that stuff. So I hope you like this and let's go. So here we go. Majority of these moves, again, are footworks coming from a seated guard position. So we have a couple of instances where the most common situation that you or your partner will initiate or will face. So one would be you're playing seated guard and you're trying to attack and your opponent is not engaging with you and you establish some sort of a control and they keep on trying to move away from you. They just don't want to engage with you. Maybe you did some attacks previously that kind of scared them and you kind of forcing them to move backwards. So this foundational movement involves what I think is called the wrestler's Wrestler Heist or something. I'm not so sure. So wherein you have a lead leg sticking forward and you have another leg folded towards your butt as much as possible with your instep like flat on the ground. As they move back, you just fold that foot in and you roll over your shin and your instep going straight up. So you pretty much just roll forward. The problem with this obviously is when they do come back and they push you back, there's nothing stopping you from falling to supine. Again, that's not something we want to do. We want to be able to dictate when we want to do this. So when you pull one, especially if you aiming to attack, for example, one thing that will help you is just to pivot that folded leg wherein you pull that leg out and turn it with your kneecap to the back and make active toes so that you have a force vector to stop the forward momentum. So as you can see from the head to my spine all the way to my butt and to the heel, it stops them from going forward and then I can go under and attack my leg locks or singles or whatever that might be. So again, this is when the opponent is moving backwards. So then the next issue that you may face is when the person's trying to just push you down and just put in you supine, which again is pretty common. They don't want you to play butterfly, whether they yank your feet away or they just push you back. That's one of those things where it can be problematic, especially with like a lot of white belts and a lot of newbies or fast people that run around you. So what you want to do right now is to turn your feet both on the same side by pivoting off one of your butt cheeks essentially. So I don't know what this is called or if there's any pose in yoga, but essentially you're trying to align yourself again. You can see the shoulder, my tailbone and everything is kind of pointed the same way, and it also allows me to initiate an attack at an angle if I want to. So like for in this example, if I do a low ankle pick, I can do so. Again, it's a little bit of angular play rather than just forward and back, right? So that's another good thing to do. The third one that we're looking at is the technical stand-up. And again, this situation is where the person is charging forward and you're a bit late, right? You don't have time to fold your feet back or maybe they're just too big. So doing a technical stand-up as we are doing during warm-up will be very helpful. There is a risk of that front leg being attacked, but that's not really the purpose of this video. We can always address that in another time. It's just that from here, you can either post your lead arm wherever leading edge you want to grab, whether it's shoulder, hips, or whatever that enables you to start building height and do a snap down, for example. A snap down is probably one of the most common responses you're going to do once you do a technical stand-up. Essentially, as they charge forward, you pose and you do a technical stand-up and you put their hands on the mat and from there you can go to the back and take their backs and or initiate a front headlock sort of attack. So again, all of these movements are essentially fundamental stuff that we do during warm-ups that allows us to to get higher right? To initiate some sort of a takedown, some sort of a forward attack, or just getting under people. So whether you do the first one, the second hip switch one, or do a technical stand up, build that into your body movement so that you can use this in your roles. So hope you like that video. If you like this kind of content, quick and simple, please like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with your friends. And until then, Dave, your Jiu-Jitsu uncle out. See ya.